We gotta go. Look at these dunes. How cool is this? How cool is this? Driving through gypsum dunes. Drive far enough and you eventually get off of the pavement. Now driving on just packed down sand. Look at all this. I love the way the sun is coming through right now. Come see this. Crazy. It's like a powder. Day 2, I am going back into White Sands after it snowed last night, and today I did vehicle work. So I got my oil changed, tires rotated, a little inspection done, and all checked out, which is great. I feel great about it, and I have 2 hours until they will kick me out of White Sands. So what I'm on right now is called the Backcountry Trail. It is a 2-mile loop through some of the most pristine, untouched dunes that you'll find in the desert. 2 for 2 on sunsets in this place. The light is just incredible. Wow. Behind the scenes shot of how I get in position. Oh God, this is uphill. How was that for a sunset? I definitely feel like White Sands is the best national park I've seen a sunset in. Wow. Now what makes White Sands a little bit different than pretty much any other national park I know of is that because it's adjacent to a military base, you have to be out by a designated time, and that changes throughout the year depending on the operations on the base as well as just the sunset. So this time in January, you have to be out of the park by 6 p.m. It's like 5:30 right now, so we have to get out of the park. Good morning. So Great Sand Dunes, White Sands National Park only opens at 7 a.m., which is actually perfect for this time of year in January because the sunrise is like 7:20. So it is 6:53 right now. It's 25 degrees and I am camped just 3 miles outside the park. So I'm going to the gate. So when they open it, I can go to the dunes for sunrise. Well, here comes the sun. And over here you've got a line of people waiting. Here it comes. The light of the new day. All right, let's go see these dunes and sunrise. All of this white sand makes it look like snow. Kind of makes it feel like I'm in the Arctic or something. I mean, this is just incredible. So at sunset last night, I did the 2-mile backcountry trail, and today at sunrise, I am doing the 4-mile Alkali flat trail. These are the two bigger trails and the two trails in White Sands that actually take you up and over and through big untouched dunes. They do have little signposts that tell you where you can and can't go. Well, I should say, they just kind of guide you in where you should go. Here's one of the sign markers I was talking about. Alkali Flat Trail. So you basically look for where the next marker is, and you go that direction, which I see there's one down here. Kind of funny looking at the viewfinder while I'm wearing this parka, all of this white sand. It kind of looks like I'm at like the North Pole, half expecting like a polar bear to appear. Little signposts continue to tell you where to go. This way. This is one of the most beautiful trails I've ever seen. This is a 4.5 mile loop that just goes up and over all of these dunes. And as you can see, it is just gorgeous. It really does look like snow, it's crazy. Ooh, man. Some leg burners. So I must be almost at the halfway point because I am now walking out of the dunes and into this giant alkali flat, which is what the name of this trail is, the Alkali Flat Trail. They say the reason why these dunes formed here was because these mountains that surround this entire basin are all very rich in this white powdery material, which is called gypsum. Anytime it rains or snows, this is actually the low point here in the basin. It doesn't flow to a river, it doesn't flow to the ocean. It's an inland water system, and so it all flows in here. And once it flows in here, it evaporates. It leaves behind the gypsum that made these dunes, and then the wind does its magic. Something else that's pretty cool about this, when people compress this sand with their feet, and then when the wind blows, it'll actually leave a raised piece of compacted footprint. I actually got to see it earlier, and I wish I took a picture of it, I didn't. But instead of the footprint being depressed into the sand, it's actually raised. And I saw a couple of those this morning on the Backcountry trail when I went to go shoot that at sunrise. And why I bring that up is because something that they found here are some of the oldest human footprints in North America. There are actually some fossilized human footprints, as well as some mammoth footprints where there used to be a lake. And unfortunately, I got to see the models of those, the casts, in the visitor center. But I asked the park rangers, and that actually is located on the military land. So she said, unless you want to take your chances with the military police, that the cast will have to suffice. Remember when I said this is military land, right? So this is the end of the trail. Don't want to go that way.